let's shoot back to the Armed Forces Network. Sergeant Mike Penn in Kunsan Air Base, Korea. Colette,
Oh, wow.
I absolutely love listening to you. Do you ever meet people who you see as bad or evil that you don't want to give readings to? And can bad spirits take over a body?
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Okay. Let's answer the first question. Yes. And I had a very bad feeling about reading somebody. Actually, it happened to me 3 times only, and I've read almost 50,000 people in 20 years, right? So,
wow.
And I remember only 3 times, and I remember them like they were yesterday. The first one, I got panic-stricken when somebody called to book a reading, and I kept trying to avoid it, and eventually the guy stopped calling, and then I found out that he had just gotten out of jail for murder, right? So, was he evil? I don't know. He did an evil thing. Did I want to read him? No. I'm not very good with weirdness, right, and stuff like that. I don't know what to say to people.
Right.
Another time I saw someone, and when I looked at them across the room, their eyes became black. I've never been more scared in my life. I just got chills from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, and then they looked normal. I don't know anything about them, but they made me so nervous that to stay away from them. But I watched them, and it was as if there was some darkness about them. Now, I believe that the third one was also someone who came for a reading, and I actually was the only time in my entire career, well, I will admit this on air, where I actually just went to the reading and lied the whole way, made stuff up until I could, in a complete anxiety attack, and got them to leave. And the last thing that person said to me was, you should be careful who you let in your house. Someone was recently murdered that did readings. And I called the police after this person left, and I gave their name to the police, and they were already under investigation by the police. So those are the 3 times. Now, do I believe that evil spirits could take over it? You know what? There are certain cultures that do believe that, and so I have a very healthy respect that I do not know enough about this to say I believe it is possible in the cultures that believe that it is possible. I have a friend of mine who's actually an energy medicine specialist, and he was a Shinto priest, and he was specialized in exorcisms in Japan. So, and they believe that, that a spirit could take over you. So is it possible? Gosh, maybe it is. It isn't in my world, but it is according to other people. I just know that I refuse. I have a healthy respect for it, but I refuse it. It's like my hand is out there. I believe in God, and I believe that God is good, and I believe that as long as I am good, that nothing will overtake me. And that's what I believe. So I just don't leave myself open to that stuff. I also won't even watch horror movies because I don't want it to go inside my head as a memory.
I get that. I get that because it is the stuff you watch too. Because as you were answering that, I was thinking of a recent episode I saw of this show, A Paranormal State, where they kind of did an exorcism on somebody, and I was watching that. I was like, I think that there's a spirit in this guy.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah,
I think
it could be.
possible.
But there are bad spirits. Just like they, or spirits
here's the other thing.
don't mean well?
I think there is energies. There are energies, and some people are susceptible. I don't know that there are disembodied spirits. I know that consciousness exists, and I've done enough medium readings that I know that I actually can sense another energy of intelligence beside me. So are there bad? Maybe there. I could say I would be open-minded to say that there are. They're few and far between. You don't hear that. I would say that's the anomaly. So that's the very rare indication, that a person is susceptible to this. But it's not in my arena. It isn't what I allow in my mind. You know what I mean? I won't even read books about it.
Huh. All right.
But I do know there are cultures like the Voodooan culture. You should read a book called "Be Careful What You Pray For" by Dr. Larry Dossey. He actually chronicles what you asked. Sergeant in Korea, about these, what happens when people wish ill upon other people, and that they can, like the malocchio, an Italian malocchio, and the voodoo, where you put a curse on someone. That if you believe it, if you actually allow that as part of your consciousness, this can happen.
So it has to do with like agreement with reality.
Cultural agreements, exactly.
Huh. All right, we only got 4 minutes left because this show's never long enough when you're on. Let's go with. Just because this name sounds really cool, Henny Kayla in Aluwalu, Hawaii. Steve, a few months ago you had mentioned a book you read by Lobsang Rampa called You Forever. I picked it up. It's interesting. I was wondering what Colette's opinion is about the aura and regular people's ability to see the aura.
Oh, that's fabulous, because I can show anybody who's never seen it how to see it in 10 minutes. Here it is.
Of course, we have 3 minutes left.
All the aura is an electromagnetic field. You can see it by using peripheral vision. Try it by using your hand against a plain wall. Stare in the middle of your hand and allow your peripheral vision to see what happens, and then pull your hand away, and you're going to see an imprint of your hand on the wall. That's all I have to say as fast as I could.
No kidding.
It's real, it exists, and the information is in there.
And so you can, the way that I picture an aura, you could see somebody and they have this wave of color around them, and you could tell if they're healthy or not healthy, or lying or telling the truth. Is that how that works?
Oh, you know what? You only have like a minute to say that. That next time I come on the show, we should talk about that, because I actually show people how to see auras and define them in my seminars. So that's way too complicated an answer. I'll just say this: yes, you can see it. Most people see just a light, and then it's your intuition that tells you. It's rare that someone actually visually sees through their eye the colors. You'll just see references of the colors, right? But then you'll know. Then your intuition will tell you, or your inner voice will tell you what it means.
Did at one time were we able to see it? Because we say, hey, why are you feeling blue, or why are you green with envy? Was that just at one time we were able to see it and kept the words,
no,
but
because
lost
green with
the
envy
ability?
Green with envy. Green is a healing, and blue is communication. So neither one of those things are actually pertain to the aura, because that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, because that blue is a color of communication, and green is a color of healing. So
that's just stuff we picked up for who knows what.
That's just what we've made. But I definitely believe. Yeah, I definitely believe that pre-language, when we were brand new on the planet, we could, that we were telepathic, that we could see auras, that was how we survived. It was being able to use the extrasensory abilities that all human beings have, that have been dwarfed over time especially by putting the intellectual mind in the forefront only, and that's the only one that we look at or listen to.
Okay, let me let's plug all the stuff we need to plug. ColetteBaronReid.com. Your show is on Hay House Radio. What is it? Just once a week?
Yeah, every Thursday, once a week. But you can also get archives. You can download them or join the Wisdom community. And you can also get free stuff on my website. You join the Members Lounge. You get free meditation downloads, free movies, free everything, free.
Oh,
my favorite word is free and sale.
I agree. Colette, thank you so much for this first installment of Awakenings, and sorry to everybody who we didn't get to, but just check out our show next time at empoweredlivingradio.com. The schedule of when Colette's going to be here is, I think actually the first show's not a full month away, so she'll be back, and it'll be fantastic. Colette, again, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh, my pleasure. And can I speak to you after the show?
Absolutely. I'll call you. I'll call you privately in about
when you're done. Okay,
5
perfect.
minutes. Okay.
Take
care.
Hi,
Thanks
everybody.
again.
Love you. Bye. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Folks, you're listening to Empowered Living, Life, the Truth, and Being Free. I'm your host, Steve Maraboli. Thank you so much for listening. This is going to be an outstanding series, as you can imagine. The feedback was unbelievable. Don't forget, if you missed any part of this show, you can hear it at empoweredlivingradio.com, and anything that we do at A Better Today, you could check out at abettertoday.com or stevemaraboli.com. You're listening to Empowered Living, Life, the Truth, and Being Free. We'll see you next time.
A Better Today would like to thank you for listening to Empowered Living, Life, the Truth, and Being Free.